Ablazify presents Fostering a Culture of Psychological Safety. Have you ever been in a meeting where you had the answer, but kept your lips sealed because you didn't want to sound foolish? Or maybe you caught an error in a project but thought, if I point this out, people might think I'm criticizing them, so you stayed quiet. This silence isn't about lacking ideas. It's about lacking safety. Teams without psychological safety waste talent, hide problems, and miss innovation. But in teams where people feel safe, they share bold ideas, they catch mistakes early. They trust one another, and that trust turns into performance. That's what we're diving into today. How you, as a leader, can foster a culture of psychological safety that unleashes your team's full potential. Welcome to Ablazify, where leadership is about more than goals and metrics. It's about people, because when you give people the safety to speak up, you unlock the courage to create, challenge, and grow. So, how do you foster psychological safety in your team? Let's walk through 7 practical strategies that you can start applying today. 1. Lead with vulnerability. If you act like you always have the answers, your team will hide their uncertainties. But if you admit when you don't know, or when you've made a mistake, you set the tone. It's okay to be human here. Think of Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft. He shifted the company culture by openly embracing learning, empathy, and failure. That shift didn't just make employees happier, it made Microsoft more innovative. 2. Reward candor, not just results. Most leaders celebrate wins, few celebrate honesty. But if someone speaks up about a potential issue, recognize them, even if it's uncomfortable. A simple, "thank you for pointing that out," makes it more likely they'll do it again. 3. Respond with curiosity, not criticism. Imagine someone telling you, "I think our process is broken." If your first reaction is defensive, you shut the door. Instead, ask, "That's interesting. Can you tell me more?" Curiosity keeps dialogue alive. Criticism kills it. 4. Make failure a teacher, not a trap. If mistakes lead to blame, your team will hide them. But if mistakes are treated as lessons, people will take smart risks. Share your own failures and what they taught you. Review team missteps without shaming. That mindset turns errors into stepping stones.
At my old job, failure was dangerous. I once messed up a report, and the backlash was so harsh I barely spoke in meetings afterward. Then I joined a new team where the manager said, "Every mistake is data. Let's use it." The first time I made an error there, instead of punishment, I was asked to share what I learned. That moment changed everything. I started speaking up again, and within a year I was promoted because I wasn't afraid to try anymore.
5. Build inclusive conversations. Psychological safety isn't just about allowing bold voices. It's about inviting all voices. In meetings, rotate facilitators, or pause to ask, "We've heard a few opinions. What do others think?" Often the quietest person holds the most valuable perspective. 6. Protect against disrespect. Eye rolls, interruptions, mocking comments. These little behaviors can quietly erode safety. As a leader, you need to step in fast. Set ground rules for respect. Hold people accountable. When your team knows you'll protect their dignity, they'll feel freer to contribute.
I worked on a project where one senior member dominated every discussion. He'd interrupt and shoot down ideas with sarcasm. Most of us just shut down. Then a new manager took over. In her first week, she introduced ground rules. Respect, no interruptions, all voices matter. When the senior member mocked someone, she stopped the meeting and reminded everyone of the rules. It was uncomfortable, but powerful. Over time, we started speaking up again. Meetings turned collaborative instead of hostile. That leadership move restored our confidence and trust.
7. Create rituals that reinforce safety. Culture is built on repeated actions. Maybe you start every meeting by asking, "What's one risk we took this week?" Or you close meetings with, "Did anyone notice something we could do better?" These rituals send a signal. Feedback and honesty are not exceptions here, they're expected. Now, imagine leading a team where people bring their whole selves to work. Where no idea is left unspoken. Where challenges are surfaced early. And solutions come from everyone, not just a few. That's the power of psychological safety. It doesn't lower the bar, it raises the courage to clear it. So here's your challenge. In your next meeting, notice who isn't speaking, and invite them in. Then, when they share, thank them. That small act could spark the start of a safer, braver culture. If you know someone who needs to hear this, maybe a manager struggling to unlock their team's potential, share this video with them. And if you want more insights on leadership, growth, and people skills, check out Ablazify's channel. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and drop a comment. And turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.